What's up, everybody? Tonight's ice cream review is 7-Eleven's Brookie dough. Before we get started, a little house cleaning, no pun intended. As you can see behind me, my lovely and talented wife has decided to spruce up this wall, and now hopefully people will stop saying it looks like an interrogation room. Second thing, as you can see here, Pana Cafe Pana, the best ice cream company in the country. IMO. Now, a lot of you have asked where are the reviews. Well, I've decided to steer away from craft reviews because I prefer to review things that most people have access to. I think it's a big tease to review stuff that is A, really expensive, and B, just hard to get, period, have it shipped and stuff. It's just not as accessible as 7-Eleven or Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs or Bluebell. You guys get it. You know where my heart lies. I love craft ice cream, small batch ice cream, the stuff that you probably found my channel because of, and I'll always eat it. And you can see more about that on my Instagram. I'll talk about it all the time on there. And but for the time being, at least, I prefer to focus my reviews on more commercial, mainstream ice creams. However, if you are interested in somebody else who is reviewing all these different and new brands and you're looking into maybe discovering some new stuff, I highly recommend you go subscribe to Ice Cream by the Pint and follow him on Instagram, Ice Cream by the Pint, B-U-Y, not B-Y. Get it? Ice Cream by the Pint. So he is basically picking up where I left off, and I don't think it's a stretch to say that I inspired him just a little bit. Nevertheless, if I bored you thus far, I'm sorry, it's what I do. We are about to eat some ice cream though, and I know that's gonna make you happy, because if you tuned into this, if you're sitting there watching this, you wanna know if this ice cream is worth your time, your money, and your calories, and that is what I plan to find out today. It is vanilla ice cream with caramel and chocolate swirls, chocolate chip cookie dough, and brownie pieces. Know what you're saying to yourself, isn't that just half-baked? Almost. Half-baked does not have swirls. Half-baked is chocolate vanilla ice cream, cookie dough, brownie chunks. This is just vanilla ice cream, but it has caramel and chocolate swirls, plus the brownie pieces with the cookie dough. I think it could top it possibly, but there's only one way to find out. Let's scoop it. As you can see, nothing groundbreaking here, especially with the swirls. Haven't got too much of it yet. I can see them creeping up along the edges there, but we got nice big chunks of cookie dough. Brownie pieces are solid, so no complaints on the chewy mix-ins. Something a bit nitpicky, but I gotta bring it up. The cookie dough chunks are a lot bigger than the brownie chunks. I would have liked if the brownie chunks were as big as the cookie dough chunks, but they're kind of like little pebbles, and these cookie dough chunks are actually quite large. Found some of that caramel swirl along the edge. It's good. I'm actually dissecting my pint now because I have a feeling it's all hiding at the bottom. I was right. It's unfortunate that I was forced to dig all the way to the bottom of this pint to find a solid example of the swirl, but at least it's there. There's little to no chocolate swirl though. It's very disappointing. Good idea here in theory. Take half-baked, one up it a little bit with some double swirl action. Problem is, there really wasn't that much swirl. Cookie dough chunks were A+. The brownie chunks, even on the package, they're not bamboozling you here. They're smaller. Those could have been bigger and chewier. Those are almost an afterthought. And the swirls, man, swirls are a big letdown. Typically, 7-Eleven has some really good quality control, and the swirls are almost always awesome. You remember, the toasted s'mores? It was, every time I had it, it was good. R.I.P. Every time I had it, it was good in terms of the mix-ins. This one, just very inconsistent, and the swirls were there just wasn't enough for me. So, if you are in desperate need of a cookie dough flavor with some brownie on the side, you could do a whole lot worse than this, especially if you're at 7-Eleven. They probably have half-baked, and honestly, you can go either way, but you can gamble with this one, but half-baked is the safer bet of the two. But nevertheless, either way, you're gonna end up with some slightly above average ice cream. But your mileage will vary, so give it a shot if it sounds interesting. But I'm gonna give this one, based off my experience, a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Peace out.